Hi guys, Pawmaster here. I hope you're all having a great day as always, and since this video should be coming out pretty early on Christmas Day, I wanted to wish everyone out there who celebrates Christmas a very Merry Christmas. I hope you guys can celebrate in any way you can, and yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. So today I wanted to do a quick recap of Funko's highs and lows of 2020. I got this idea from a fellow YouTuber named Franklin FM McGinnis, who's known for doing the Funko news videos every week or so. To be clear, he has not made a 2020 version of this video, so all the points I will touch on are my own creation. With that, let's get straight into the video. In the spirit of positivity and kindness in such a tough year, I'm going to start with the highs. It goes without saying, but the COVID-19 pandemic severely upended Funko's operations, let alone the lives of its fans. Pandemic restrictions caused stores to shut down, indoor conventions like SDCC and NYCC, traditionally flagship events for the company and its product, were cancelled. Funko's overall response to this new landscape was a mixed bag, and I'll start by touching on some of the good things they did right now. Overall, I really enjoyed the activities of Funko's virtual cons, which were the online equivalent of in-person conventions. I fondly remember SDCC in particular, which had an eBay auction for prototypes a couple days before the convention, and live streams by Sully, a member of the marketing team, out on Twitch, with giveaways every few minutes or so concerning new prototype Funko Pops. Although I didn't win or make any purchases, those events were unique, innovative, and just overall fun. Funko made the best out of a tough situation, and it certainly paid off with us fanatics. This next point is a bit subjective, so I totally understand if you disagree with me, but I thought Funko had a really strong showing at New York and London Toy Fair this year. Those events, which were in person and before the pandemic in January and February, were only open to press and people in the toy industry, with the purpose of showing off new products coming out over the coming year. Unlike previous years, there were several sets of pops that immediately caught my eye, such as the Empire Strikes Back and 1990s Batman movie lines. Both shows were fantastic events and injected a shot of excitement into the community as a whole. Staying in the subjective realm, I also feel like the quality of Funko's convention pops, especially New York Comic Con, was much higher in previous years. Especially last year during SCCC, most of the convention releases felt dull to me, like Funko wasn't actually listening to their community. This year, on the other hand, was so much better in that regard. Several reveals, such as the Anchorman Pops, the Carl and Ellie set, and Danny Phantom, really got the community excited in a way I hadn't seen before. Funko was able to successfully tap into old fans' nostalgia and new fans' interest in newer properties. Despite the virtual setting, Funko's strong lineup of convention exclusives was a 2020 highlight for me. Next, I want to discuss some innovations Funko made in their marketing this year, which I particularly enjoyed, specifically Fun TV. Fun TV is a rather new program Funko has set up on their social media channels. It's essentially a 10 to 15 minute show that releases periodically, with CEO Brian Mariotti and founder Mike Becker getting together and revealing new products. Oftentimes they reveal a line of sodas and maybe a few pops. Like I remember one show they did some sodas and they also did a bunch of ad icon pops which are just coming out right now. Fun TV was a fantastic idea by the marketing team, getting fans excited for the show and building interest for upcoming releases. Overall, fantastic show, and I hope Funko continues producing it well into 2021. Lastly, I wanted to touch on some more miscellaneous things I noticed throughout the year, specifically the expansion of products on the Funko Shop and the new Pop Yourself program. I touched on this in a video a few weeks back, but Funko began putting more exclusives and new releases on the Funko Shop in late June as a result of the pandemic and retail stores, like Hot Topic and GameStop, being closed or operating at significantly reduced capacity. While this move was made solely out of financial necessity, I like the added convenience that buying directly from the shop provides. I can both expect my order to arrive in mint condition and within a week of purchase. That duality of speed and quality is something few of Funko's retail partners can match. I'm looking at you, Walmart. Making direct purchase from Funko the best option for most collectors. I do see this move as temporary, however, since Funko relies on their retail stores to drive more sales. The more stores consumers see Funko products in, the better the company does financially. Just having products on one site would not work well in terms of long-term sales and company growth. Shifting gears slightly, the Pop Yourself program was a nice surprise to end 2020. If you guys didn't know, Funko had an option on their website for years where you can make your own Funko Pop, but it was virtual and no actual figures were involved. I did that activity myself, and you can see the results on both my channel art and profile picture. Making your own physical pop has been requested by fans for years now, and is now finally seeing reality at both the Funko HQ and Funko Hollywood locations. It'll be coming to everyone via the Funko Shop by 2021, so that's another thing to look forward to. I will certainly be doing it the second it becomes available. Despite these great accomplishments, Funko also had some critical missteps in key areas, which I'll dive into right now. On with the lows. Something that Funko really struggled with was the Funko Shop, especially during high-profile drops in virtual conventions. I'm not sure why, but after late June, the Funko Shop just turned into a complete mess. It could have been related to more products on the site, which I just talked about, but I kinda doubt it. One drop in particular that enraged the community was the Dwight with Doll Pop from The Office in late June. The pop was highly demanded by many community members, including myself, with people expecting the typical line system used on previous drops. That's the one where if you put the figure in your cart and you check out, there's these little bars that come up on the screen where it says you're in line to check out. That's what I'm talking about here. However, this release just completely broke Funko's site. The ironic part was that people, including myself, could not get their shipping rates to calculate, despite Funko having flat rate shipping of $7 for any purchase on their website. All their information was filled out in terms of payment and address, but the shipping simply wouldn't load. The loss of the pop and the sheer stupidity of the reason why led to outrage in the community, prompting Funko to issue an apology and shut down their entire site until an SDCC release about 10 days later, which leads me to my next point. As a part of the virtual convention system mentioned above, Funko began to release every convention exclusive on the Funko Shop, in addition to their retail partners. If you ordered a convention pop from the Funko Shop, you had a chance at a convention sticker, which can add upwards of $50 to the value of a convention pop. If you guys don't know, the pops that Funko takes to the physical conventions like the SDCC or NYCC booths, those pops have a different sticker than the ones you can buy at a retail store. So the ones at the convention are called the con sticker, while the ones you get at the retail stores are called the shared sticker. And if you get a pop with the con sticker, it is worth so much more just because of the rare nature of the product, despite the figure and everything else being the same. As such, demand for these pops was high, and the site simply wasn't ready for thousands of people trying to buy exclusives at the same time. SDCC in particular was a nightmare. Pops sold out on people's carts, checkout wasn't working, and the same issues plaguing the Dwight drop still applied here. The shop just was not working. The broken site and high demand for the figures led Funko to issue another apology by Brian Mariotti directly, further damaging their image in front of myself and other collectors. During NYCC, Funko tried to remedy this problem by implementing a lottery system, which may have been worse than before. This system only allowed a limited people on the site, and if you did not win the lottery, you could not get on the website and buy the pops. People with bots or automated programs that buy items for them without them checking out themselves posted screenshots of being declared winners of the lottery upwards of 10 times just for one person, taking more figures out of the hands of real collectors than even the SDCC drop. Overall, the online convention releases were an absolute mess and a definite low for Funko and its brand in 2020. Given the abhorrent nature of the summer drops, the Funko Shop has drastically changed how new exclusives come out. Instead of a weekly drop every Wednesday or Friday or maybe even Monday, the drop's more periodic, with 3 or 4 pops in each drop, in less frequency. A recent example was when the Ron Pop from Parks and Rec released along a few other exclusives. Overall, I really don't like this model due to the unpredictable nature of the next release. It was so fun to go on Instagram right at 7 AM on those days, checking if a drop was happening and feeling the excitement if it was an item I want. Furthermore, Funko had decided not to do a 12 Days of Funko line this year. They had done this in years past, releasing one Christmas-themed pop every day from December 1st to December 12th. Although it didn't happen last year because they opted for a Cyber Monday bundle instead, nevertheless, it was still disappointing to not have it happen again this year. Bad move by Funko and tough year overall for the Funko Shop. Lastly, I wanted to touch on some layoffs Funko had to make back in mid-June due to struggling sales. Many members of the marketing team, who are really well known in the community, like Sully, Ashley, and Cameron, were laid off from Funko. While the moves made financial sense for the company, it was nevertheless sad to see well-known faces of the brand go. These folks did live streams, reveals, unboxings, you name it, and really spread the word about new products in a fun and engaging way. Sure, Fun TV does some of that now, but it's not nearly the same as seeing those people do it. A poor move by Funko for sure, and even worse for those people who were fired, because they probably won't be coming back, ever. Alright, so that concludes my list of Funko's highs and lows for 2020. Next year, we have plenty to look forward to, from new releases to the expansion of the Pop Yourself program to who knows what else. I hope Funko can keep doing the good stuff that I mentioned here, and also improve upon the poor aspect that I also talked about. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my list or not? Was there something I missed? What were your highs and lows for Funko this year? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.